Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that watched my dragon hatching tutorial. It's probably the best video I've ever dropped on YouTube performance-wise, so thank you so much if you dropped a like on that. If you haven't seen it already, just go click on the link and watch that video and press like. I would love to take my YouTube journey serious, and I think that a Game of Thrones mod might be the way forward. I've got a couple videos planned, and if you're interested in seeing a couple playthroughs, you can drop that subscription and you can come back and watch me play through. But we're going to start with a little tutorial today, and we're going to go through a way of adding yourself as a son or daughter of a current house or current lord that's already in the game. So you need the Game of Thrones mod, of course. You can go to the Steam Workshop and type in a Game of Thrones, or you could do this on any CK3 save or any CK3 mod. You will also need the Divine Intervention cheat menu, and you'll need the Divine Intervention AGOT if you're using Game of Thrones, or any mod that you're using. It will need to be specific to that, so yeah, make sure they're enabled and make sure that they are in load order of Game of Thrones or whatever you're using. Yeah, welcome back. The game is loaded. In Discord, you'll need Discord if you want accurate faces. Like, look at this Daenerys right here. Absolutely insane image of Daenerys, and this is literally what she'll look like in game. It's perfect. So, I'm going to use Daenerys as an example on this. If you want this Discord link, I'll put it in the description. So just back out of full screen and press like and go to the description section, and you'll be able to find the link to this Discord. As soon as you're in this Discord, you scroll down and you find the Hall of Faces. You can also do this with any sigils and stuff like that. So people are very talented and very artistic. So this guy right here, I can't pronounce that name, but long story short, we want Daenerys. So wow, this song sounds good. We're gonna start a new game. We're gonna go to the King Aerys. So let's use this as an example. If you would like to bring in someone or your own character into the game, first of all, you'll need the cheat menu, and you'll need a way to be able to add people into the game as you go. Okay? So sometimes Daenerys doesn't get born, and that's so annoying. Sometimes Jon Snow doesn't get born, all of that stuff. Yeah? All you need is their DNA, and I'll show you how to get their DNA. If you do not know how to get their DNA, and I will also show you how to import DNA and be able to make your character related to characters in the game already. So we're gonna start with Aerys the Mad King, Rhaegar's dad, Viserys' dad, and Daenerys' dad. But Daenerys ain't born, and she'll never be born. Why she'll never be born? Because her mum died. Okay? Her mum died. Her mum is dead. Daenerys can never be born. Okay? The true Daenerys can never be born. It could be maybe Aerys remarries and he has a daughter, all of that stuff. Yeah, it'll never be Daenerys. You know why? Because the mum is dead. So, I hear you ask, how can I add Daenerys? Simple. You can go to Viserys, and you can go to the cheat menu located here, the Divine Intervention cheat menu, which we installed earlier. You'll be able to go to character spawner, and you'll be able to go female, and then she will always have to go down. So she is not born yet because it's Robert's Rebellion. She will never be 0 because it can never be 0, but you can always edit her later, and I'll show you how to do that. So Daenerys, she can't be Viserys' child. She could be her sibling. Now, we have Daenerys, but it will never look like Daenerys. Okay? This is a very simple way of how to make it Daenerys. Okay? Say, for example, Rhaegar died. Rhaegar's dead. Let's just use that as an example. Rhaegar is dead. You know what? Let's go to someone that's actually dead. Let's do Aegon the Conqueror. Let's go all the way Aegon the Conqueror, okay? Aegon the Conqueror. Hasn't been seen in many, many years. Let's go debug mode. As you can see, Aegon the Conqueror. If you go up here, it says copy persistent DNA. Copy that. You go over here, and then you go to... Not load, not that. You go to switch character, and you go all the way over here. And let's find a guy that you can never be. Okay? We're going to create our own ruler. And we're going to edit. Make sure it's a boy because it won't look like him otherwise. We're going to go to edit. And we're going to go to paste DNA. And there you have it. You have the first conqueror. Aegon. The Conqueror's DNA. Okay? Let's say, for example, you don't want someone that's currently in the game. Yeah? You go to Discord, you download Daenerys, and you want Daenerys in the game. Okay? So I've already downloaded it. This is her. We can copy this, and then we go back to the game, and then we go make sure it's a woman because it won't look like her otherwise. Wow, look at Aegon as a woman. Wow. Don't make it weird. Daenerys, she's in the game. So, as you can see, she's a fully grown adult. What we could do is finish, and we go all the way down to 0. Now we have a young person that is 0. Yeah. So the other way that I showed you, you can't do. You have to have a 1-year-old. This one, she's 0. She's just born. Long story short, Daenerys. Daenerys. Okay, Daenerys. Don't worry about nothing else. Just press finalize. She's in the game now. Okay, she's right here, but she's not connected to anybody. Now, you're gonna go over here. You're gonna go over here. You're gonna go over here, and you're gonna press interactions on. You're gonna do take titles. You're gonna pin her so you never lose her. And now she's wandering. Okay, you're gonna go all the way over here. And you're going to find the person that you want to be. In this case, it's Aerys. So I'm going to speak in Aerys terms. You're going to go to Daenerys. And you're going to go to adopt. Okay? Now, she only has Aerys as the dad. Okay? Remember, the mom is dead. She can never be Daenerys. Okay? She can never be Daenerys. So how can we fix this? Okay? Long story short, you go to Daenerys. Let me kill this woman. She can never be born. Okay, so this one is dead. I'm gonna take that out. And yeah, so Daenerys is here. Okay, she's Daenerys Targaryen. Okay, perfect. She's in the game. Her mum is dead. How do we make the mum connected to her? We go pin character. We go Viserys, pin character. I'm going to go back to Daenerys, and we are going to bring her to the court. Now, we are going to change her religion. We are going to change her culture. She's officially Daenerys, but she has no mum. We're going to go back to the Divine Intervention cheat menu. We're going to go to Diplomacy Manager, yeah? And we're going to go to Viserys, primary character. We're going to go Daenerys, secondary character. You can also do this with obviously Rhaegar because they're related. Let's do it with Rhaegar because he's the best. And make sure there's no secondary character there. So primary, secondary, yes, no middle character, okay? If you press adopt, she will be Rhaegar's daughter. If you make siblings, we're gonna make sure Daenerys is there. No mum, we press make siblings. Now her mum is dead, yeah, but she has been born to Daenerys. I mean, Daenerys has been born to her. So that is how you add a character. Okay, now she doesn't look like Daenerys. I mean, she does look like Daenerys, but she doesn't have her stats. So you go to character editor and switch to her. Now, you go to traits, you go to physical, and then you can add whatever traits you want, whatever you think she looks like, okay? So I'm going to do pure-blooded because she's a true Targaryen. Everybody knows that. We're going to do Hale because she's strong-willed. We're going to do intelligent, and we're going to do beautiful. Everybody describes her as beautiful. So, long story short, we're going to go to fame traits, and we are going to go all the way down, and we are going to find this beautiful one here. We're going to find that she is a dragon dreamer, okay? Now, Daenerys is in the game, her mum is dead. This is perfect, okay? Now, let's say, for example, you want to be a bastard of a character, okay? So, for example, Robert Baratheon, he gets around. Let's be a little Robert Baratheon right now. He's got many bastards. This is one, and as the game goes on, he has many more, okay? You can go here, you can go to all, and you can type in bastards, okay? So very quickly, I loaded into a different save very quickly just to show you Robert Baratheon's kids. Obviously, he's only got Milestone known to the world, and this would have been Cersei and his kid. That's cool. And this is obviously Joffrey Baratheon. This is Edric Storm, Marcella, Tommen, yeah. But long story short, obviously Marcella, Joffrey, and Tommen are not Robert Baratheon's real kids. That's why they have this disputed heritage thing, okay? If you would like to find out who a bastard's father is, you go to debug mode here, and you go to over to Tommen, and it will say real father, Jaime Lannister, okay? Same with obviously Joffrey Baratheon, real father, Jaime Lannister, real father, Marcella, Jaime Baratheon. Jaime Baratheon. I'd have made things easier. Jaime Lannister. Okay? The Kingslayer. So, obviously, these are the guys that are known to the world. Edric Storm and Maya Stone. Sorry, I butchered that. Maya Stone. And then if we go here, and then we search for characters, and then we go to the whole realm, and we go over here and we type in bastards, and we type in bastards, and then we go to age, and we go down. This guy right here, nice little surprise, Robert Baratheon's bastard. So what you could do here is a long process of making his mum again because she's dead. You can grab her DNA and you can make her, and then you can basically do the steps of making him a pinning him, pin the character, and then go to Maya and pin her, and then you can diplomatic, and you can go Maya, and you can go him, and you can go siblings. Now he's a son, but he'll have the same mum as Maya, okay? So long story short, you would have made that other character, which was his old mum, and then you can go over to, for example, let's just use someone else now. Let's just go, who's a woman? Let's just go here. Let's just say, oh my god, Robert Baratheon had a son with Yara Greyjoy. What a craziness. Yeah? Bang. Now that's his mum. They have different. This is, if I go to Maya, it'll say half brother, because they got different mums, but that would have been, obviously you grabbed the mum's DNA and then you did that. So long story short, you're gonna go back and find all of the bastards, and this is the best way to find the bastard. So bastard, scroll down, find anyone that doesn't have a mum. This is another bastard of Robert Baratheon. There you go. So the mum is there, she's alive. This makes it easier. You just go to him, pin the mum so you don't lose her, and then you go to back to Maya, and then you pin her, make sure she's pinned, and then you go to diplomacy, and you go to Maya, and you go to Roderick, and then you go to make siblings, and then you go to the mother, and then she doesn't have a son anymore. Oh my god, she doesn't have land. We're gonna adopt her. Adopt. Okay, so that's his real mom, and that's now he's officially a Robert Baratheon bastard that's known to the world, yeah? Because in this save it's very like hard to reveal. So there's multiple other Robert Baratheon's bastards in this timeline as well. There's many others. This guy is a Robert Baratheon bastard. Robert Baratheon bastard, and there's a few more. Gendry, obviously, he's not known in this one. Robert Baratheon's bastard. Love that. Long story short. Yeah, so this is a Robert Baratheon bastard. This is Bessie with the big tits, smart daughter, and this is another Robert Baratheon daughter. Both that mom is alive, so that would be easy, and Bessie is not alive, so you would have to grab her persistent DNA and make her again if you wanted to make her known. There's also another bastard here, which is not confirmed in real lore, but this is Lord Tywin's daughter, so this would be actually Cersei's sister, Tyrion's sister, and Jaime's sister, Mallory. So yeah, in a normal game, you would go up to a character and you would go to here. It will say reveal secrets, and you would find out that person's heritage, and yeah, so that would be an easier way of finding someone's bastardry. So yeah, last one, obviously, Jon Snow. Everybody thinks that his father is Eddard. It's obviously Rhaegar, and his mother is not known to the world, but it's Lyanna. So to get this information out, nobody knows it. Doesn't say anything about reveal. It just says add secrets. You can't do nothing. You would have to go to the only man in the world that knows about it, that's still alive, and that will be Howland Reed, who's not available in real life. You would go here and you would reveal secrets, and now you know the true heritage of Jon Snow. Press play, and you go here and you can reveal it. But obviously this save is a bit messed up, but it's because it's not an official save. But that's how you reveal someone's secrets. Howland Reed would know the secret, so you go here and you go to intrigue and you go hooks and secrets. Jon has different parents. That's his secret, so he would know that. So in a normal game when you're playing, you just go to the character and press reveal secrets, okay? And then obviously as you play here, Howland will reveal it. Go to Robert Baratheon, and you know he likes to get around. He has loads of bastards, okay? For example, I want to be Robert Baratheon's bastard. He met my mum in Dawn, blah blah blah, all of that stuff. Create your own lore, all of that stuff. Now, switch character. You go here. You go back to this guy and you give this land away, okay? Or you could do this with any land, okay? You're gonna become independent. You go back down here and you swap characters again. Swap characters, create your own. Let's make a character, okay? Let's just say it could be cool to do a boy Daenerys, okay? Let's not do that, bruv. Let's do a random guy. Dawn. Sort of Dawnish. Okay. This guy looks cool. Let's just use him. Okay, so make him. Let's go K-A. Oh, no, wait. He needs to be younger than the guy as well. He needs to be younger than the guy you're trying to make it to. So let's do 1 year old. My guy is here. Now he's here. We swap back to this. We go here. We go here. We take the land from him. Okay. Take land, take title, pin him so you don't lose him, and let's go. So we're going to go all the way over to Robert Baratheon. We are going to, wherever he is in the world, when you make him a bastard, yeah, he will become Kai Storm because he's in Stormlands. Here, we're going to go adopt. Okay, for 1 second. If you adopt him before, he will be named the Baratheon. If you make him a bastard first and then adopt him, he will be named Storm. Okay, so bastard. Okay. Okay. As soon as he's born to Robert Baratheon, he will be Storm, I believe. Okay. Let's do change dynasty. Let's do disown, and let's do. So what I just did there is make him lowborn. Okay. So you do this and change dynasty, make him your dynasty, and then press disown and he'll be lowborn. Okay, let's go change religion, change dynasty, change culture. Cool. So he's a storm now because he's born in the Stormlands. Oh, okay, cool. So let's see if I change him to a... Would he become rivers if I change his culture? Yeah, okay, so I was wrong. So anytime their culture is, that's what their last name will be. Okay, that's pretty cool. I did not know that, but now I know that. Change culture, hill. Change culture. Snow. And obviously I said he's a Dornish man, so let's do Salt Dornish. Salt Dornish. Change culture. Sand. Okay, so Kai Sand. He's here. He has no parents. What can we do? We can do Robert Baratheon, because I want to play as a Robert Baratheon bastard. That would be so sick, you know what I mean? That's cool. Robert Baratheon, adopt. Okay? Now, he has no mother. He never had a mother, okay? So now is the play where you can either make a character, it could be a lowborn mum, and you can do this own, or you could do something crazy where, oh my god, where Elia just cheated on Rhaegar with Robert, and then Rhaegar went and got Lyanna to piss off Robert, and blah blah blah, like change up the whole script, whatever, yeah? I'm gonna go one of Oberyn Martell's daughters. She's too young to have a child, so what we're gonna do is pin her, add her age, 16. Now she's old enough, okay? Obviously, don't make it weird. It's just like a game. It's just a video game. Long story short, the mum, you can either pin her or switch to her and then go to Robert Baratheon. And now he has a son. You can either adopt. This is the long way of doing it. Adopt. He's been changed to a Martell. And then you would have to go all the way back to Robert. And then go here and then change him back. Dynasty wise, okay? He's still called Sand. He's a Robert Baratheon bastard. Yeah, he's there. Okay, so now he's in the game. He's 1 year old. He's young. All of that stuff. As the game goes on, he'll grow up, and then you can play as him if you switch to him, or if you give him land, or you know, he could just play around like in the game while you're there. He is a Martell from Oberyn Martell. So Oberyn Martell is his granddad. Yeah, Oberyn Martell. One of the Sand Snakes is his mother, and Robert Baratheon is his dad. So that is a sick playthrough. And yeah, right now he's unlanded. You just give him land, all of that stuff, and then he can play, blah blah blah. You can edit him to be a great fighter. You can give him, you know, let's just say, because he's Robert Baratheon's son, let's do here, let's do handsome, let's do strong, because he's Robert Baratheon's son. And yeah, then we can go here, fame, pick whatever you want, all of that stuff, and he will be a great fighter. So let's do, for example, you can do formidable fighter. For some reason you can never do Quicksilver Blade until they're over the age of 16. I don't know why. So look, if I back out here, and then you can never add that for some reason. But let's say I make him 16. And as he grows older, he's got more of her DNA. Because, you know, it's their, like, both of them combined, their DNA is being added as he grows up, innit? So the more natural it is, like, if I was to be able to, his age, like, went from 1 to 18, like, naturally, he would look like both of them, innit? But the game rushed it, obviously, because, you know, thing.
you know, because I've aged him. Look. So he looks like that. So anyway, let's put him to 17 and let's go Quicksilver Blade, okay? So now you have Robert Baratheon's bastard related to Oberyn Martell that is very ready, yeah, to take over the realm, okay? But he doesn't have any claims. He doesn't have any claims. How can we add a claim? Okay? You can go Robert Baratheon. You can go claim title, Stormlands. Claim title, Shipbreaker Bay. And you can do claim title, Storm's End. Okay? Now, here, he has all of those claims now. Okay? This is the one that he started on, obviously, so you would remove that first. And then, so he doesn't have claims for the kingdom. He does now. Claim title, 7 kingdoms. You could do claim title, Crown Lands. Claim title, King's Landing. Claim title, perfect. And then if I go back to him, he's got claims on the 7 kingdoms, Stormlands, and he would actually have claims on Dawn. So that's crazy, which is insane. So you'll go here, claim title, Dawn. You go claim title, Sunspear. Claim title. And obviously, because Dawn love bastards, they don't believe in the laws of like other people. Let's just say he gets land, you know, he's got land, he's here. Let's do he's got the lordship of Blanky Town, for example. Now he's a lord. Now you can play as him, okay? And you got claims, bro. You got claims. You can't declare war because I'm in debt, but I can easily get out of debt by pinning him. And then go into here, pin characters, add money. And let's do... He's so well known. Yeah, he can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, okay? Okay. So, now. Your claims. Dawn. You can go to war for Dawn. It would be stupid. You would obviously build up your character and like it would be a whole life and stuff. You can go to war for your father's land. Oh, that's debug mode, but he would have claims to it, you know. I don't know why he doesn't have claims to it, which is really, really weird. And you would have claims to... Oh, you don't have claims to that because I'm the heir. Because I'm the only son. Yeah, so 7 kingdoms you have claims on, obviously. If they were connected and not rebelling, there would be all of them, you know. But yeah, so you would have, yeah, you'll be able to go to war for all of them. So yeah, that is how you add someone into the game and make a backstory very quickly. So if you have any questions, I feel like I rushed this one, but I feel like I did a good example there. So let's just say, oh, you had enough of this guy, he should have never been born, all of that stuff. You would just go to Robert Baratheon. Go to Robert Baratheon. You would disown. And that's a way of making him a bastard, like lowborn bastard. Like he hasn't been claimed as a Baratheon, which would be a flavor. And you could do remove child. Okay, so now he's no longer related to both of those two people, and you can let's imprison him and let's execute. Which crashed my game. Love that. Anyway, anyway, yeah, I shouldn't have executed him, but that is how. What a funny end. That is how to add a character into the game multiple ways. So if you have any questions or if I missed something, please let me know and I will be able to talk to you in the comments. I hope you are ready because I made a very, very, very sick playthrough of Robert Baratheon. Not Robert Baratheon. I hope you're ready because I made a very, very, very sick playthrough of Robb Stark and a alternate universe of Game of Thrones. So Make sure you subscribe. If you would like to know anything about a Game of Thrones mod or CK3, I will try my best to make a tutorial because I feel like the tutorials are doing very well on my channel. If you haven't seen my dragon video, check it out. It was very cool and I got very, very much like love on it, and I appreciate you very much. So thank you so much for stopping by. I've been King Kai, and I will see you very soon.